Hello everybody, welcome back. I hope you're doing great. It's been a bit since I recorded reactions on a Sunday. Keeping track, trying to get ahead because January looks like it's gonna be busy. February looks like it's gonna be busy. There's already a couple of things that I know is going to happen in like January or February. They just haven't released like an official date for it, so I'm like, okay. It's getting like longer, I should say, and we're not even halfway through January, so I'm trying to keep ahead and all of that because it looks like it's gonna be a busy month, or at least the few first months. It doesn't surprise me, that always happens like at the beginning of the year. Groups that were preparing for comebacks at the end decide to do it now to kind of get a head start on the new year and all of that, because people know it gets very busy. It doesn't surprise me that the year is starting this way. There's a couple of things that apparently are happening that I'm very excited about, and I just have them on my list, like, okay, keep on track of this so when it happens I can do a video about it, a reaction or whatever it may be. It looks like it's gonna be busy, a lot of things, but it does makes me like super excited because again, it is a new year and I'm excited to see like what kind of music we get. But before all that, I have a couple of things that happen at the very endish of December that I do want to react to, so I'm doing those today to get that done so that way I can start concentrating on like the new things happening, at least in January, which is where it looks busy already. And today we are going to be watching Say My Name. I think it is Attention, but it also says UFO, so I think it's just both names. But this is the group that is under Encode, which is the company that, oh my god, name. I'll search for a name. I'm excellent at this. Jejun, there you go. That is his company. Oh my god. We're starting the year strong. We are doing it. It's going great. But this is his company. I know he's gonna debut another group this year, I think. I read somewhere about that. I think it's gonna be a boy group. I'm not entirely sure. I remember reading somewhere that another group was going to debut under his company. We will see if that happens. I'll see. I don't think I'll make a video. It's very rare that I do debut like reaction and all of that, but if I like it, I'm either will react to it or at least react to the next thing that they release. We will see. But let's focus on this one. Let's see how it is. Oh god, by the time I noticed, you're already gone. It says you're invited to something. Come Attention, is that it? That is not what I thought the girl was trying to sound like. I don't know. This is what I was thinking it was gonna sound like. Look at me now, ready to party. I'm gonna dress, I'm gonna match. Who is the prom queen? 그게 뭐든 좋아, 원하는 걸 말해봐. Changed it again.
Do you know what I'm reading? Large and known alien. Look at us, attention, UFO.
Oh god, this house.
In motion. Alien looks by the sunny. Not choosing. This is why I'm calling the UFO.
And he just went away. I'm guessing they went home? I think? Maybe? I'm just guessing things now. Okay, so that was Say My Name. I think it is UFO Attention. I'm pretty sure. Somewhere like that. What did the invitation say at the beginning? Because by the time I realized it had something written, I just lost it. That's something I don't know, but it says you're invited, come attention. I think that's what it says. This was released again at the very end of December 29. So like 2 days before the year ended. I remember I mentioned this on another video. I'm pretty sure I uploaded it last week. I'm pretty sure it was the Yushin Body Talk one, the from Tony Remix. But December was a weird month because usually we get a lot of like Christmas singles and all of that. We didn't get that on 2025. We got a lot of comebacks. And even that, I would argue, not as much as other years. But we did got music at the end of the year. It just wasn't Christmas singles as I'm used to. It was like actual like comebacks with like concepts and all of that. It wasn't just like a Christmas single. Very weird. They did this very end of 2025. Very curious as to why wait until the very end. It's not really Christmassy or anything like that. It's just like a full-on comeback. I have seen that they have performed this on music shows and I'm like, oh, that already. Very curious as to why wait until the very end to do this. I'm not complaining, but it's curious. You again, 2025, like December specifically, was very weird. Usually Christmas singles. We didn't get that as much last year. I feel like we got a lot of like this actual like comebacks full on. From what I have been remembering, I have done very reactions of that on my channel. This is the kind of concept that they go for. This one is more rocky vibe, I feel like, even, but it's still on the adorable side, which is the stuff that I have been seeing so far from them. I'm guessing the whole thing is just them being like they're this different humans, something like that do different things and they're calling themselves UFO or something like that, because during the song they're kind of expressing things like that in the lyrics and weird things are happening and then the house goes flying and all of that. A part of me kind of, because so far what I have been seeing are stuff like this, a part of me kind of wishes that if they do a comeback on 2026, you know, because again, I have read that they're gonna debut a boy group this year. I don't know when, but I have read about that. But the next time they do a comeback, let it be this year or whenever it is, it's kind of different, you know, because if you're talking about being different and not being the same as others and all of that, I kind of want them to do something else, maybe have like a little bit of a shift as Illa did when Not Cute Anymore. Something like that would have been nice, not the same of course, but some kind of a shift like that with them would be cool, because if you're talking about all of that in this song, the next one could be something different, especially when the house just went flying through the sky. It can be sort of like, okay, we're leaving this concept here for a little bit, we're gonna go somewhere else, another planet or whatever it may be. That can be kind of like, we're gonna do something different in our next comeback. You know what I mean? I'm just overanalyzing everything, but I do wish for them to kind of go into that route a bit with this, and kind of the next comeback be a little bit different, sort of how Illa did it with Not Cute Anymore, where it was more of like a dreamy vibe. All of that was different from the stuff that they have released, but they still had a little bit of elements of like dreamy that would still fit the group. They could do something like this. They don't have to do like a 180 change, you know. They could go another route. I think just 2026, I just want groups to experiment. I think that's the thing. I want all of them to experiment. I think it is good to do that once in a while. If it works or not, we'll see. But I kind of want them to experiment with other stuff. you know, you don't have to do like a 180 shift, you don't have to, but change it up a bit. Let's see how it goes. Did it work? Great. You know, something else that works with the public. It didn't? Okay, let's try something else. I think that's okay. It might be, you know, a little bit hard when it comes to like the money and getting all of that back with sales, but you're experimenting. Yeah, 2026 I want groups to experiment a little bit, I guess is what it is. And with them, I kind of want that to happen. There's another couple of groups that I'm like, okay, I love what you're doing, let's see if we can do something else with it to see how it goes, because sometimes a little bit of a shift is what is needed to kind of get the attention from the public, and I think they got it, but you know, a little bit of shifting, see how it goes and all of that. But if Encode is actually doing a boy group, maybe a comeback with Say My Name is gonna take a little bit longer, probably because they're focusing on the new group. But I'm excited to see if it is a boy group, how they debut and all of that, knowing that this is fairly a new company. It is Jaejun's, I'm butchering his name, I'm sorry, but knowing that it's his company, I'm very curious which route he takes with that as well. But it is really nice. I do really like it. I'm not saying I don't like it, I do like it. But I do want them to kind of experiment a little bit more. You know, if you're talking about being a UFO and being different and all of that, maybe this is the time to do a little bit of a shift and see what happens. We'll see if it happens or not. But if anybody has seen this, let me know what you think. Do you like it? Do you not like it? Is it your favorite sound from them? What do you think of the music video? Let me know in the comments below. And yeah, thanks so much for watching. I hope you're doing great, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.